All right, so go ahead, you can be on your mat. You're gonna rock side to side. And you can even do the circling motions. I ate a snack right before this, so I'm probably gonna be burping up a snack the whole time, so I'll let you know what it tastes like though. So just rocking side to side, stretching out that lower back, making sure it feels good, making sure it's gonna be ready to go for the day. Then we're gonna hug one knee to our chest, other legs out straight, and we're gonna go side to side there. So since we are doing a lot of core today, you wanna make sure that you're thinking of pushing that lower back down, right? So you wanna make sure that the core is tight, right? You should already kind of feel those abs kind of trigger when you kick those legs out. If your back's feeling tight, you can have one foot down. And of course, during all the moves today, I will have modifications, right? So if you're thinking like, what is this crazy ab move? I got a way to help you with it. So we're gonna go one more to each side. Then you're gonna have your legs up straight. You'll grab one behind, or grab behind your hamstring or calf, and you're gonna alternate there. Woo, my hamstrings are tight today. So just going side to side again. Nice and slow. Try to kind of be aware of what your lower back is doing, if your core is tightening up, right? You should already start to feel those muscles starting to wake up. They're like, oh, we're getting ready to do Pilates. Oh no. But it'll be good. It'll be good, right? I think it's going to be. Right? And just because I said we're doing core doesn't mean you're not going to be using your legs too. So, you know, got to have all those fun surprises in there. So we're going to go about 4 more here. So here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here is 4. Then you're gonna relax your legs down, and we're gonna start with a modified dead bug. So arms are gonna be up straight. You're gonna have your right arm come back, your left leg will come up, and then you're gonna go side to side here, right? So this shouldn't feel crazy hard, and that's okay. Basically what you're focusing on is keeping that back down, and we're adding in the arms and legs, and we will add to this, I promise. Don't be thinking like, ugh, this is all she got for core. No, you guys should know better. Right, so we're gonna go about 15 more seconds like this, and then we're gonna get into a different core move. So you're just kind of getting your brain ready to do opposites, right? Opposites are important. You're keeping your back down the whole time. You can even feel your abs. You're gonna go 1 more to each side. Okay, and then we're gonna keep our feet down. Hands are gonna come behind our head. Now you're gonna do a modified bicycle crunch. So you're gonna go opposite elbow, opposite leg, that foot comes down, and you'll go to the other side, right? So on this, if you can stay up on a crunch that whole time, go for it, right? If you want to bring your head down between each crunch, you could, right? And of course, if your neck hurts, you don't have to hold a crunch at all. You can march your legs and just brace your core. Okay, so, but we're just kind of going side to side, making sure that back is staying down. You've got 15 seconds, and then we're going to go back to that dead bug move, okay? So you're just kind of rocking and rolling side to side here. Okay, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you're gonna relax on down. So now you're gonna have both legs in tabletop, and we're gonna do our dead bug. This time we just don't have our foot on the ground. So you're gonna go opposite arm, opposite leg extends out, then you come back and go right there. Right, so as long as this doesn't hurt your back, you want to stay right here and try to not have a foot on the ground, right? If you feel like your back is hurting a little bit, or you just want to have one foot down, you can, and you could do one side at a time, right? So just going side to side, really stretching, pointing your toe, right? You're coordinating the brain. We've got 15 seconds, and then we're going to go to a different core move, right? We're doing all the core, every single bit of core. Firework abs is what we're doing, we'll call it. I don't know. I don't have any creative like 4th of July abs. We'll just make it up as I go. So you got 5, here's 4, here's 3, here's 2, here's 1. You're gonna bring those feet down. Hands are coming behind our head. We're gonna hold up into that crunch, and now you're just gonna march those legs, right? So we're doing a lot of coordination moves with our legs and our abs. Oh, what's that mean? So as we're holding this crunch, try to get your shoulder blades up off the floor as much as you can. And you want to keep those elbows wide. So as you do this, your abs should be awake. They should be burning by this point. And you want to keep that back down, right? And you don't have to go fast. And on this, make sure you do have one foot down on the ground at a time. You don't want to get too wild. You don't want to get too wild like 5 minutes into the workout. Whew. So we're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna relax back down. So this time you have an option. You could do dead bug with your legs in tabletop, or if you want to step it up a notch, you'll have your legs up straight, and you would alternate there with straight legs, right? So you could do a straight leg dead bug, or if you like doing the tabletop version we just did, that's fine too. Okay, whatever variation you can do while keeping that core braced is what you want to focus on. Okay, and you're trying to keep those legs as straight as you can if they're up straight. You want to go nice big range of motion. You're breathing, right? Things should be shaking. Your body should start to feel a little bit tired, but not too tired, of course. Okay, we got about 15 seconds. Okay, just nice, easy side to side motions, taking your time. Doesn't have to be fast. You've got 5 seconds, right? So we'll go one more to each side. So here is 1, coming back. Here is 2, coming back. And then you're gonna relax, right? And now we're gonna do some opposites. So you're gonna keep your left leg bent. Your foot's on the floor, right leg will be out straight. You're gonna go left elbow, right leg, you're gonna roll over crunch, and then come back. So on this, what I like to do is I like to kind of roll onto my right tricep and keep that right arm down on the ground, and it kind of helps you roll into that crunch a little bit better, right? That's my Pilates hack of the day. If that doesn't make sense, that's okay, right? So we're gonna do about 5 more here. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. So right leg will be bent, left leg's out straight, right elbow, left leg. You're just crunching over and then back, right? Crunching over and back. So you're trying to keep that left leg straight just so that hip flexor is getting warmed up. Right, and if you don't know where your hip flexor is, it's right on the front of your hip there, above your quad, right? So you might feel this in your quad too, that's okay. You have 5 more, there's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5, and you're gonna relax on down. So we're gonna keep our head down, we're gonna have both legs in tabletop, and we're gonna work on our core bracing here. So as your legs are in tabletop, just focus on pushing that lower back down to the ground. Even put your hands by your side, right? You can feel those obliques fired up. You're gonna inhale in, exhale, we're kicking our legs up straight, point our toes, squeeze. Nice, easy inhale coming back, right? So we've done this move before. Okay, so on this, if you feel like you want 1 foot down and do 1 leg at a time, that's fine. Pay attention to your core and lower back, right? I'm not with you. So if it hurts your back, you can't be like, Mary, this hurts. So right now I'm telling you, if it hurts, modify. Don't be a hero here, right? Nobody wants a hero. Okay, so using that exhale to kick up those legs. We're trying to get our breathing to match our movement, right? And that's just gonna help you out a lot today. So every time you exhale, you should kind of feel your core tighten up a little bit more, right? You exhale and it powers up that core and pushes that back down, right? And if you're still doing 1 leg at a time, that's fine. You don't have to switch. It's not gonna matter too much. So in your next motion, you're gonna keep those legs up straight as you can, and you wanna really focus in on pushing that back down, and we're just gonna hold right here. So what I want you to do is I want you to squeeze your abs so much, really push that lower back down. You might even feel your hips roll up a little bit, but this should not feel easy, right? And we're gonna hold here for about 10 more seconds. So really just pull those legs and your abs in as much as you can. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're gonna relax down, okay? And now what we're gonna do is some roll-ups, yes. So roll-ups, you're gonna have your legs out straight, your arms are out straight. So if it's hard for you to roll up all the way, what you could do at home, if you have an object next to you, you could grab that object, right, hold it in your hands, and act like you're gonna throw it forward, right? And it'll help you, right? It doesn't even have to weigh anything, but sometimes it just helps you roll all the way up, right? If the roll up doesn't feel good to you, you could do a crunch up, right? But try using an object and you'll be surprised at how much it can help you roll up, right? And it doesn't mean you're cheating, it's just a little bit of an assist, right? Because we're gonna be doing some roll up motions today. Yay! So we got about 20 seconds, taking your time. right? And I know you're probably like, what's wrong with her warm-up? She's crazy. Yes, I am. Today I am. Okay? But that's just so like this weekend, if you're like, hey, it's the 4th of July, I'm going to eat something crazy, you'll feel less guilty because you'll feel your abs the whole weekend. Okay? So on your next roll-up, you're going to roll up and you're going to stay there. Right? And we're going to do some reverse sit-up positions. So our knees are going to stay bent. Our shoulders are relaxed. You want a nice tall sternum. You're going to tilt back and then come up, right? I like to have my arms out in front of me, but it's really whatever feels good to you. You could have your hands across your chest, right? And if you're looking for a focal point, if you look where the wall and the ceiling meet, that kind of helps hold your head up. Okay, you want to go nice and slow and controlled. So your core is what's going to hold you so you don't fall backwards, right? Isn't that cool? Yeah, it is. The core is just cool. So on your next motion, you're going to tilt back, you're going to hold, and we're just going to pick up one leg and then the other. One leg and then the other, right? Oh my goodness, this is great. So try to stay up tall, 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 right? You're almost there. You've got 10 seconds, then we're going to get started. It's going to be fun, right? You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so our first motion we're going to do here today is going to be a single leg roll up. So you are going to have your right leg will be bent, your left leg, your left leg is going to be bent, your right leg is out straight. Okay, left leg bent, right leg out straight. You're going to use your right arm to help you lift up. So you're going to roll to your right elbow, you're going to lift, you'll bring that arm and leg up together and come back. So use that arm to help you lift up, right? If you can't quite lift up all the way, you could do that crunch like we did before. Ready? And go. So use that arm to help you lift and come back, right? Push off of that right arm to help you roll, right? You're pushing and lifting and coming back, right? If it hurts your back, you can do a smaller range of motion, right? But the more you can use that right arm on the ground to help you, the better. And you've got 15 seconds until we switch sides, right? So we're just kind of rolling up and back, nothing too wild. It is pretty wild though, I know. 10 seconds, I think I added time, but that's okay. 5 seconds, let's do 2 more. Here's 1, coming back. Here's 2, and we're switching sides. So right leg is bent, left leg's out straight. You're using the left arm to roll, lift, and come back, right? So use that left arm. You can roll to that elbow first and push it to the ground and lift, right? Use that left arm as much as you can, right? Because it's going to help you lift up and your abs will still burn, I promise, right? And do a smaller motion if you need to modify. You've got 15 seconds until we go to our next move, right? You're almost there, 10 seconds. Keep on lifting, right? We're going to do 2 more. Here's 1, coming back. Here's 2, and you're going to relax. So the next move we're going to do is called a corkscrew. So if you can, you're going to be on your elbows. Your legs would be up straight. You would circle one direction, and then you would switch the other direction, right? If this doesn't feel good to your back, you're going to come all the way down. You would still circle one direction, circle the other, and if you really needed to have one foot down, of course you can, okay? But if you can, you're going on those elbows. Ready? And go. So you're going to circle one direction and then the other. So the key to this is the smaller you can go, the better it's going to be, right? If you're doing huge motions, it's going to be crazy hard, right? And this doesn't take much to feel crazy hard. But take your time, right? This is a tough move. So if you feel like your form is falling apart, give yourself a breather, join back in, right? We got a whole big bad minute of this, right? And you can even feel those obliques moving. That's what's going to hold you into place. You've got 30 seconds, right? And then we go to our next move already. How cool. So cool, right? Just side to side. The smaller the circle, the better. It's going to be harder, right? And the lower you let those legs get, the harder it gets. You have 15 seconds to go. Try to keep those legs straight. Remember, you could have one foot down if you needed, right? You're almost there. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to relax, and you're going to be on your back if you're not already. So you're going to have both legs in the tabletop, right? And what you're going to do is a triple crunch. So elbows are wide, you're gonna crunch up 1, 2, 3, slowly come back. So you're trying to crunch up 3 different positions. Okay, while you hold tabletop. If tabletop feels like too much, just put those feet down and crunch up for 3. Okay, go ahead and go through it if you haven't already. By the time you get to second and third crunch, you should really be pushing that lower back down so you feel it through your whole core, right? Of course, your upper abs are gonna feel this one a lot. Try to keep your chin off of your chest, right? And try to get up to 3 levels the best that you can. Okay, so on your next crunch, you're gonna crunch up as high as you can. Now you're gonna come down to 2, up to 3. So you are doing a pulsing crunch where you are not letting your abs relax. But I want it to be slow. I want it to be like this pace, up, down, right? So small and slow and controlled is gonna be icky on the abs. You got 15 seconds. Slow and controlled. Try to stay up. Feel those muscles shake and contract every time you lift into number 3. You've got 5. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, keep those legs in tabletop. We're gonna do what's called swivel. Okay, so imagine you're in an office chair that could kind of go side to side. You're gonna lift into a crunch. Your hands are by your calves, and your legs are going side to side to tap those hands, right? So your legs are moving, your arms aren't moving. If your neck hurts, keep your head down. Okay, ready? And go. So your legs will go side to side like your hands are bumpers, right? You're trying to act like you're gonna touch your legs side to side, right? Imagine you're in that office chair, you're just swiveling. You're going ring, 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 right? You're never gonna look at an office chair the same. Again, your head hurts, put that head down and keep on swiveling, right? Hold that tabletop, move side to side, right? But if you can, lift up high in that crunch and keep on rocking and rolling. You got 30 seconds left. Keep on lifting, keep on working, keep on crunching. Oh boy, swivel, 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 swivel. Right, how fast can you go? Go fast, 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 fast. You should be feeling this through your whole core. It's icky, and it actually gets your heart rate up a little bit too. Right, you got 15 seconds. Keep on moving those legs side to side. It's basically your lower legs that are moving. Right, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, so hands are behind your head. So your next position, you're either gonna do tabletop legs. If you modify, you're gonna have 1 foot down, 1 leg in tabletop. So we've got 2 movements. It's gonna be slow and controlled. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna lift into that crunch, push that back down, exhale, your legs kick out, inhale, they come back, your head comes down. Okay, so you're gonna be up, out, back, down, right? And if you have 1 foot down, it's the same thing. You're up, your leg kicks out, your leg comes back, you come down. Ready? Of course, you're gonna go. So lift into that crunch first, then kick those legs, then your legs come back, then you come down, right? It's a 2-part movement, right? You wanna hold that crunch first because that's gonna push your back down. You're gonna kick out, come back, and in, right? And you're already thinking like, gosh, is she gonna get sick of crunches yet? Yeah, right? But the Pilates crunch is so much different than a regular crunch because it teaches you to use your core properly, right? So really hold on to that motion, keep those elbows wide, push that back down, right? And on this, the lower your legs get, the harder it is, okay? So really, really hold on to this move, right? We've got about 10 seconds, and then we're gonna go to our side. Oh no, wait, we're not going to our side yet. I lied. Ha! Okay, let's do 3 more here. So we're up, we kick, we're back, we're down. You're up, you'll kick, you'll come back, you'll come down. One more good one. Up, kick, back, down. Relax for a second. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock side to side, right? Massage that back for just a second here. So our next move we're going to do, this is our last move on our back. So that's kind of good news, right? I think so. So what you're going to do is a flutter kick. Okay, so you have a few options. You could hold a crunch. You don't have to. The best place to start for a flutter kick is up top. So you'll start by just gently letting those ankles pass each other. And then from there, you kind of decide how hard it'll be, right? So you could do a larger kick, right? You could lower your legs and go smaller. If you modify, you'll do one leg and you would pulse, and I'll tell you when to switch, okay? So I'm gonna hold a crunch and I'll walk you through it. Ready? So keep your head down, I'll hold a crunch. You're gonna start with the leg or legs up. Just let those ankles pass each other. So try to keep your legs as straight as possible, right? And you could stay right here, right? This is challenging right here, just to keep your core tight and those legs straight. If you wanna make it a little bit harder, you could go a little bit larger, right? A little bit larger, a little bit slower, right? And you could even go even larger if you want, okay? The next way to make it a little more challenging is if you bring your legs lower and you do a small fast kick, okay? But I want you to maintain where you can. So wherever it feels good to kick, that's where I want you to kick. Try not to bend those knees. Try to kick with your hips, knees, and ankles all together. That's the hard part of it, right? You're breathing, your core is tight. Flutter kicks are such a full body exercise, it's kind of crazy. You want to think it is, but it really is. Lots of coordination with your legs and your core, and that's good for you, right? And if you're doing one leg at a time, you can switch. I have a bad time of remembering to say switch, you know? So we got about 15 seconds, and then we get to go to our side, right? You're done being on your back. You're almost there. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Hug your knees back side to side for a second before we switch. Oh, and then you can go to one of your sides. Doesn't matter which one. All right. So we're going to do one of my favorite exercises here, and it's oblique V-ups. So the side that you're on, you want to have that arm out straight in front of you, okay? That's going to be your cheater arm. You can roll back to your glute if you want to, and you want to use that arm to help you lift up. So you could go one leg at a time, right, and lift and crunch, or you could go both and lift and crunch, okay? Ready? And go, right? So you can do that one leg, lifting up and back. The key to this exercise is really using that right arm to help you lift up, right? If it hurts your hip, you could do more of a bent position, right? You could do bent or straight leg. And if you're thinking like, yeah, maybe this is so easy, make it harder, just bring both your legs together, lift up and back, right? So whatever variation you need to do to hold this movement, but we are doing it for a minute, right? So hang on to that form, use that right arm or left arm, whatever's on the floor, to help you push up. I always start on my right side, so you know. Okay, so keep on moving through, right? You've got 20 seconds. Use that arm on the floor to help you lift. Remember, you can bend your knee if it feels better to your hip. You have 15 seconds. Lots of variations to work the oblique here. 10 seconds to go. Woo-wee! You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and switch sides. So your same setup here. Have that arm out straight, right? Roll back to that glute if you need. Use that arm to help you lift up and back, right? Lift up and back. And if you need to, you can bend that knee, right? If that feels good to you, or if you're really just wanting to be mean to yourself, you can do both legs, lift up and back, okay? But you want to control this movement. Don't just let those legs fall down, right? Control those legs as much as you can, right? And we're over halfway, so there's 30 seconds. So that's exciting, right? And you thought it'd be nice when we went to our side. But the good news is, there is absolutely no planks today. So you might be happy about that. You got 20 seconds, right? Lift in, right? Remember, you can do that single leg. Use that arm that's on the floor. You've got 10 seconds to go. You're almost there. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're gonna relax. And then we're in our seated position here. So we're gonna do what's called elbow tappers. So you're in that reverse sit-up position where your knees are bent. You're gonna be tilted back. You're turning and twisting, acting like you're gonna touch your elbow to the floor and coming back. So gaze, your eyes stay straight ahead. You're gonna turn, twist, tap, turn, twist, tap. You don't have to touch your elbow to the ground, but you wanna go slow and controlled The more you tilt back, the closer your elbow gets to the floor, right? You see how that gets even, okay? But maintain right there. If this hurts your back, right, you could come down and you could do more of a bicycle crunch instead, right? So sometimes this position doesn't feel good to your back. That's okay, right? Another way you can modify this position is if you had a couch pillow or something, you just put that behind your lower back and it would support you there, okay? But your goal is to try to get that elbow as close to the ground as you can. How cool? I know, right? This is where you're thinking like, gosh, how low is the floor? You've got 30 seconds. And the good news is, after this, we have 2 moves left. So that's not bad, less than 2 minutes. We can handle that. Okay, we got 15 seconds. Going side to side, remember, head's not moving. You want that torso to twist, torso to twist. 10 seconds to go. I feel like I already said 10 seconds. I'm not sure. I can't keep track. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna relax, right? Sit forward, stretch out that lower back for a second. So now we are gonna pick on your quads with your core. So you're gonna be tilted back. You get to have your hands by your hips. The only rule is you are not pushing into the floor. You wanna have light hands. So left leg will stay bent. Right leg is out straight. You're gonna tilt back. You're gonna raise and lower that right leg. Your goal is to get your right leg up to your left knee. What? And you don't even have to have your hands on the ground. It's up to you, okay? We're gonna do a 10 count. Ready? So I'm gonna count us through. You're gonna lift. There's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5, here's 6, here's 7, here's 8, here's 9, here's 10. Still on this side, now you're turning your toes out. You're gonna lift up 1. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still on our right leg, you're turning your toes in. Oh, ready? You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax forward for a second. Stretch out that back. And we've got our left leg to do, of course. So right leg is bent, left leg is out. Toes are just straight ahead or pointing to the ceiling. Ready? And go. Here's 1. Here's 2. Try to get that leg up high. 3, 4. Chin is off your chest. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Toes are turned out. 10. Here we go. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Toes turn in. Last set of 10. Ready? Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna relax. And we're finishing on our side. Yeah. So, right, we've already done one kind of flutter kick. So now what we're gonna do is an oblique flutter kick. So you have 2 options. That same arm is gonna be out to the side. You're gonna kind of be on your elbow though. Okay. You did one leg, you're gonna have that leg up and you're gonna kick your leg forward, a small motion as you kind of hold up. Okay. If you wanna make it harder, you have both legs up and you flutter kick there. Ready? Sure. Right, so you're here, you can have that one leg up. The higher that leg gets, the harder it is. And if you're doing a single leg, it's just a small pulsing motion there, right, as you hold up in that oblique crunch. Okay, if you want to make it harder, you would have both up there, right? You're on that hip and you're just flutter kicking. So again, you want to kick with your hips, knees, and toes, ankles all together, right? You don't want to bend at your knee. Okay, and you want to try to lift up as high as you can into that crunch so that arm on the ground helps you, right? And then you're just trying to lift that top leg or both legs up as high as you can into a V, right? Look how high, ooh, I can't stay there, right? I just wanted you guys to know, I think this burns really bad too, okay? You're doing a great job. We've got 30 seconds left on this side, then we do our other side, and then we're all done. Yay, right? So you can do a small, fast kick or pulse, with that top leg or both. This is kind of really, you can make it as hard as you want, right? It's one of those exercises, you get to make it challenging, okay? You have 15 seconds. Keep on moving through 10 seconds. Staying high on that arm. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and switch to that other side. Last minute of your workout is coming up. Okay, so remember, kind of start on that elbow, right? Bring that top leg up if you're doing one, and you're doing that small pulsing motion. You can even have both legs up and just kick the top, right? And then if you make it harder, you've got both those legs up and you're kicking there, okay? So really lift tall. The more you push up off that arm, off the ground and try to hold in a big posture, the more you're gonna use that oblique, okay? So try to really lift up off that arm, right? Lift up high, the higher that top leg gets, remember the harder it gets, right? And you can do a small, fast pulse. If you have both legs, you can do a small, fast kick. Try to keep that leg as straight as possible. Try to lift up high, right? You can even try to pick up both legs. You never know. It's not as hard as it can be, right? It's worth a shot. You're almost there. 15 seconds to go. Keep on breathing. Keep on holding. 10 seconds left of your workout. You're lifting tall, tall, tall. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. And there you are. All the core you could ever want to do in one day. Yeah, my abs